I chose graphic communications at Central because I've always been interested in art, and I thought it would be an interesting way to explore like a career path.
Well, I chose to enroll in graphic communications partly because of a friend of mine that took it a year ago and really encouraged me to take it, and also because I have an interest in art and I wanted to be able to get into some classes like that.
It's hard to describe a typical day in graphic communications because sometimes I'll come in and sit for the entire class period at a computer working on changing around my design or adding things. Other days I'll be not at a computer at all. I won't touch a keyboard, I'll just do sketches.
The activities here in graphic communications prepare me for high school by just giving me a lot of opportunities in other areas that I normally wouldn't explore.
I think that since the classes at Central are a little bit more independent, it makes you be a little bit more responsible, and so I think that's a good life skill. And also for anyone that was interested in going into graphic design or printing, the graphic communications course gives you a lot of skills for that.
The things that I like most about coming to Central would be just getting into a new environment where there's new kids coming from all the schools around, and we get to be a lot more independent. We make our own schedules, and we can really just be responsible and then go at our own pace.
I like coming to Central because I feel like the classes are a very different atmosphere than at my home school. They're a lot more self-driven, and I like that independence. And in graphic communications especially, a lot of times I get to pick my own projects and I can decide what I want to do, and there's a lot of freedom to explore different things.
The most important thing I've learned so far in graphic communications would be just how to discipline myself and stay on task when it's necessary.
Last year when I was in the program, it was my first year in the program, we took a field trip to like a printing company in Des Moines, and it was really interesting to see all of the different presses that we had very similar presses in our program, and it was cool to see them like in the real world in the business.
It's important that that kids know about this class so they can just get into it if they have an interest in art at all, or they want to try something else besides just plain pens and paints. They can work on computers, and they can actually take what they design on the computer and make it into a tangible product.
I think the most difficult thing I've had to deal with in graphic communications has been when you like run into a problem with a design or something, and you have to figure out how to take a design from the computer and put it into print, or just like trying to work out your problems. And sometimes the teachers will help you, but sometimes you have to work it out by yourself too.
Students can benefit by taking graphic communications through just learning necessary life skills. When you get out into the real world, you really have to choose how much you want to put into your projects and your work. You really have to make your own schedules and make the responsible decisions.
Central Campus is a lot more complex. There's a lot more going on than at my home school. There's constantly people like coming in and out of classes, and some classes are block scheduled, and there's a lot to keep track of, but I think as long as you are responsible and sort of like self-driven, it's a good place to come.